Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kathy, and today I thought I would do a different reading for you. It's still going to be a pick a card reading, but today we're going to do what message does Spirit have for you? Okay, so what you're going to do is take a moment, just take a deep breath, and just relax and center your energy. And you're going to choose either card pile number 1, number 2, or number 3, and that will be your message from Spirit. Now, this is a timeless reading, so what that means is there's no date on this reading, so whenever you watch this reading, that is when it is meant for you, okay? So if you'd like to take a moment to pause this video and choose your card, you can do that. But I do recommend going with whichever card pile you're drawn to first. And I just want to say thank you so much to all of you for watching. And I appreciate all of your comments and your likes and your, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do that as well. And I hope all of you are staying safe and healthy. All right, so for this reading, I'm using the Wizard's Tarot. And I'll show you that. It is by Barbara Moore. And I'm also using the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck, and that is by Stacey DeMarco. All right, guys, so if you've chosen your card pile, we're going to go ahead and begin. Again, this reading is messages from Spirit. What does Spirit want you to know? All right, so we're going to go ahead and start. So if you chose cards number 1, we have the Ace of Pentacles reversed with the Page of Wands. And for your Oracle card, you have Boundaries. Okay, so let's start with the tarot cards here. So you have the Ace of Pentacles reversed, and then we have the Page of Wands right next to that. So I feel like Spirit wants you to know, it feels like you've been struggling with something lately, okay? For some of you, this can very well be a job or a career path, something financial. Now, it doesn't have to be. This can also be a relationship. But whatever it is, it feels like that there's been a struggle with getting it started or for it progressing, okay? So for some of you, there may have been a job loss or some type of loss in income. If this is a relationship, this can be the relationship not progressing, not being able to fulfill you the way you really need it to. Okay, with the Page of Wands next to it here, I feel like there's a reason for that, okay? So whatever this Ace of Pentacles represents for you, it's something that has either been delayed or it's something that has let you down in some way. The page is here to tell you that it's okay. This has happened for a reason, and it's really there, even though it seems difficult, it's really there to push you out of your comfort zone, so to speak. The page is very creative, so you may have to get really creative in order to find a solution for this. Now, for some of you, I'm seeing that if you have lost a job, or, um, this job isn't really fulfilling your needs financially or even emotionally, you're looking to start something new. You're looking to start a new business, or perhaps this is a side hustle that you've been working on. Whatever it is, you're very passionate about it. And this is telling you that it's going to be okay. There's a reason that this didn't work out, okay? So it's pushing you, Spirit is pushing you into doing something a little bit outside of your comfort zone. A little bit, you're going to have to get creative. You're going to have to take some risks here. And the Page of Wands is very passionate. So whatever this is that you're pursuing or thinking of pursuing, you're very passionate about it. And you might have to learn some new things, learn a new way of doing things. But it's telling me that it's going to be successful. Okay? You might have to start from scratch for some of you. And that can be scary. That can be overwhelming. But the page is always very ambitious and very much a go-getter. And I feel like that this difficult situation that you've been in, and this could be, for some of you, it's been a month. For some of you, it's been a year. Whatever it is that's stalled here, it's pushing you into doing something totally different. Something that is outside of your comfort zone. And again, you're going to have to be very creative about this. Okay. So if this is not a job situation, if this is a relationship, again, I feel like you're going to have to look at the situation from a different perspective. And figure out some creative ways to get that relationship back on track. I feel like you're going to have to breathe new life into it and get creative. So really think outside the box. Whatever you've been doing in the past that has not been working. So this is telling you there is a solution here, but you have to totally rethink this. Okay. Now, with your Oracle card, you have boundaries. And you can see this girl here. She's kind of sitting in this bubble. She's looking up at the moon. I feel like you've really limited yourself thus far in the relationship or in the work situation. You haven't felt like there might have been other people putting limits on you or boundaries on you. For some of you, you've been putting those boundaries on yourself, okay? But whatever the situation is, I feel like Spirit wants you to know that you are very much capable of going outside of those boundaries, those limits. And there might have been some negative influence there around you from other people. Some of this could be coming from you. But whatever the situation is, the only limits that we have are the ones we place on ourselves, okay? So it's telling you to, get creative with this Page of Wands. Think outside the bubble, so to speak. She's kind of like trapped in this bubble, and looking up at the moon, kind of dreaming about it. This is telling you, with the wands here, to take action. Okay, the wands is all about action. So Spirit is telling you to not be afraid to go outside of your comfort zone, because it is going to work out for you. It's going to be successful. Okay, so there you have number 1. All right. Going to move on to number 2. So if you chose number 2, you have the 6 of Wands and the Judgment card in reverse with the card of growth. Okay, so let's start with the tarot here for number 2. This is an interesting combination. I actually want to put these like this. Okay, this makes more sense to me. So you have the Judgment in reverse. So there's a situation here where you thought there was no hope. You might have given up. Okay, so this could be a relationship. This could be a job situation. It could be anything at all where you felt like it was over. No matter how hard you tried or whatever you did, it wasn't working out, and you might have given up. Okay, with the Judgment in reverse, this tells me that you are getting a second chance at this. There's new life being brought into this situation. It might be very much unexpected, and it might seem to just come out of nowhere. Okay, with this card. I just want to turn this around a minute because these are really beautiful cards. So I am feeling strong relationship here, but again, this is a general reading, so please take it however it applies to your situation. But this could be a relationship where you thought was headed for divorce, a breakup. It felt like it was over. With the 6 of Wands here, it's telling me that there is victory here. So you're getting a second chance. You're either giving this person a second chance or vice versa. But it's definitely, the Judgment is a major arcana. So this is definitely something that is what I would call divine intervention. We have been through some difficult times lately, and a lot of times, when life is difficult, it often makes us see what's really important in our lives. And for a lot of you, that could be a very specific relationship that you're realizing, I don't want to lose this person. Now, if this is not a relationship, it could be, a job, a career, a friendship. You're getting a second chance at success here. Okay, you might be getting some outside help. That could be from another person. That could be from a group of people. That can be from your spirit guides, from God, angels, whatever it is that you believe in. You're getting a second chance here. So this is like a resurrection of whatever it was that you thought was over, that you thought was dead. It is being revived. So with the 6 of Wands, this is you claiming victory over this situation. And it's a very much I feel like it's a celebration just for the fact that you're not giving up. Um, you have a more positive attitude here, and I really feel strongly that that is what your guides want you to know, that there is hope. There's always hope. Um, we don't really, you know, fail or something ends unless we actually give up. There's always hope. There's always one more try. And I feel like that's what you're doing here, is that you are saying, you know what, we're going to make this work. Whatever it takes, we're going to do this. And I feel like people are really um, supporting your decision. And they're really, for the most part, your, friends, family, your support team, they have your back in this situation. Okay. So with your oracle card, and these are really gorgeous cards, by the way. Look at that artwork. You have the card of growth. So again, this card speaks of change. And change is never easy. Whatever the situation is for you, I feel like it had a lot of growing pains, okay? It was painful for you. And to get to the point you are at now, it's made you grow. It's made you a stronger person. It has made I feel like if it's a relationship, it's been a test of your strength, of your resilience of this relationship. Now, for some of you, this can just be a very personal, on a very personal level, just you going through a difficult phase in your life, and you're surviving it. You're not giving up. You're not quitting. It's made you stronger. It's made you a better person. It's made you, you can just see how tall she is here. I feel like it's really, you're proud of what you've gone through almost, because it wasn't easy. And you're not giving up. You're giving it one last try. With the, I don't know if you can see there. Try to get that to focus. She's holding a little pocket watch there. So I feel like this has taken a long time to get to this level. And sometimes, great things take time. They take patience. And you might have thought that time had run out in some sense. But Spirit wants you to know that there is still time here. There is still, hope for this situation. And with the Six of Wands, it's definitely a win. It's a victory. It's a success. Okay. So keep going is the message with that. Okay. That's really beautiful. All right. So last but not least, we have number 3. So if you chose number 3, you have the 9 of Swords in reverse with the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. And your oracle card is Power. And it says Full Moon. All right, so let's take a look at the tarot first. This is a really interesting combination. We have 2 cards here in reverse, the Four of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. So what this tells me, and what Spirit wants you to know, is that this is a huge release. You are releasing something here. Something that you've been holding on to for a very long time. For some of you, years, months, perhaps years. And I feel like whatever this has been that you're releasing, it's been very negative for you. The Swords talks about anxiety, talks about our thoughts and our worries and being stressed and perhaps not sleeping because of the worry and the stress. With the Pentacles, this can be something financial. This can be a fear of not being able to sustain yourself or your family financially. You might be having some difficulties in that area. This can also be, for some of you, a lack of support from your partner or from your family, feeling as if they don't support you in several ways. But I think for some of you, this is speaking about a relationship. Okay? With the Four of Pentacles in reverse, you may have been holding on to some feelings that frightened you, that were scary. These can be feelings of not being worthy enough for the relationship, not being worthy enough for the other person, not feeling worthy enough for your boss, your family, whoever this applies to. These are feelings of doubt. And with it in reverse, this tells me you are done with that. Okay? You can see that there's I'm going to turn this around. You can see there's chains on this door and all these locks and bolts. And I feel like you've bottled this up for a long time. You've bottled up these emotions and these feelings of unworthiness in whatever area of your life. It can be reach across all aspects of your life. You're finally letting go of that. You're finally saying, you know what? I am worthy. I'm not afraid. I know that I deserve the best in all aspects, all areas of my life, whether it be job, career, a relationship. Someone might have told you in your past that you weren't good enough, you weren't smart enough, you didn't have the right education, the right qualifications. You maybe, if it's a relationship, that you weren't pretty enough, so many things. This is I feel like a lifetime's worth of insecurities. It's very emotional. I'm getting a lot of emotion, like a purging of some really deep emotions. This can even have gone back to a past life for some of you. But you're finally releasing it. You're finally opening up those doors and saying, you know what? I am worthy. I deserve happiness. I deserve wealth. I deserve love. I deserve to not have anxiety, and I deserve to not feel less than. Okay? So whoever made you feel that way, I feel like you might have also cut someone out of your life. And that, I feel like that's a good thing. I feel like Spirit's telling you that this person or this, job or whatever relationship was not healthy for you, was not, it could have been very toxic. It could have been a codependent situation. For some of you, this can even be your parents or a family member who doubted you or just, made you feel insecure and not good enough. So you're releasing all of that. You're letting go of all of that. And what a relief. I'm feeling like you are really, really purging a lot of negative self-talk, a lot of negative energy, maybe even some people from your life. And it's been long overdue. Okay? So good for you. Congratulations. It has to be very freeing for you. Now, with our Oracle card, you have power, and it's the full moon. And how gorgeous is this card? So you are taking back control of your life. And Spirit's here to tell you that this is your time. This is your time to take back your power. For some of you, you might have been afraid to be who you really are. And very often in relationships, we try to be someone else, or we try to please the other person, or we try to be what others want us to be. It could be society, it could be family, it could be a spouse, but we've been trying to be somebody else for a very long time. And Spirit is now telling you that time is over. It is time to step into you, into who you really are. You've made that decision, and Spirit is backing you 100%. So this is a very powerful energy. You're not afraid to be who you are, who you were meant to be. For some of you, this can be a religious situation where, you've been brought up one way spiritually, or, in a religious family, and now you are breaking free of that and choosing to go your own path. And that's awesome. Whatever you're being led to do, it's only going to help you in your life. It's only going to help you in your relationships. It's only going to help you succeed in your career. And I feel like with the full moon, of course, that's a time of releasing. So these cards go together beautifully. And there's a lot of power and a lot of energy with this card. So congratulations on whatever it is that you've finally let go of. It was definitely for your highest good, and Spirit is here to tell you that they support you 100%. All right. So there you have your reading, guys. Please let me know which cards you chose and how it resonated with you. I love to read all of your comments and hear about your personal situations. And I truly hope that this reading has been helpful to each and every one of you. And if you would like a personal reading, you can contact me for that. I'll leave all of my information down in the description box. And please, if you feel this reading could help somebody, please go ahead and share it. I would really appreciate that. And again, I hope you're all staying safe and healthy. And just another reminder, this is a timeless reading, so whenever it finds you is when it's meant to find you. Thank you so much.